Yes, people, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Ends in the building. We're here to talk about Anthony Mackie and his comments the other day about we're lying to our kids. I'm going to let the video play and then we'll chop it up and I'll give you my thoughts on it. But guys, if you haven't already, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button and turn on all the notifications on this video. Love for the love as always. Let's get into it.
24 years, right? And I've seen people go from nothing to the biggest stars in the world. I've seen people go from one role to winning Academy Awards and doing all this shit. And what I realized yesterday thinking about it, we're lying to our kids, dog. And I think he ain't lying. That's a big problem in our community. We tell our kids that and this is fresh on my heart. Like I literally just came to this conclusion last night. We tell our kids if they do right and they make the good grades and they go to the programs and they will become successful.
I agree with that because a lot of people just think even if you put in the hard work, that means I'm going to get my just deserves and everything's going to be given to me as long as I put in the hard work. Even when putting in the hard work, it doesn't mean that you're going to get anything at the end of it. And I think that's where you have to be open and honest with your kids. I mean, for me personally, that's something I really believe in because, just for an example, to say there's a sport that your kid wants to play. And even if he puts in all the hours and he works he works his socks off and he goes to every training session and his mindset is right and his mentality is right and he's dieting well and he or she, I should say, are doing all of these fantastic things. It doesn't mean at the end of it, they're going to be given, their just deserves. They might be one of the best, but at the end of the day, someone's going to be gatekeeping. Someone's going to be making that choice and picking your child or someone else's child over yours. So, we have to prepare them for these kind of things. We have to prepare them to know, look, listen, even if you put everything in, it doesn't mean you're going to get it. And I think that's where I believe when he's saying about lying to the kids, I agree. I totally agree with that.
If you work hard enough, your work will be paid off. And that's not true. Success is given.
I agree with that as well. Because there's always going to be someone, I think, for me personally, when I've worked in the corporate world, it's about you sell yourself in terms of your mannerisms, how you are, you engage in, can you sit in a room and have a conversation with multiple different people, do you stand out? And you might not necessarily need to have all the qualifications for a specific role, but as long as people like you and you're a likable person, that could take you far as well. So us gatekeeping, they could just choose you based on that, not even based around your qualification, just because they like you. So even after doing all that hard work and going to all your classes and getting these qualifications and going for extra and your masters and whatever, if someone somewhat just have something close to, maybe not exactly the same, but they're very likable, they could get the job over you as well.
It's not earned. Because you can be the most brilliant. If one person don't tap you, each one of y'all, there were people who could hit harder, who could catch better, who could run faster, but somebody said, you're the one. And the other 50 behind you fell off.
That's crazy to think though, that many people fall off behind you. And that's what I said, like we have to prepare them for, it's not even their hard work. It's not even like they wasn't good enough. It's just the fact that someone picked another person over them or another child or, whatever it may be, someone else got picked just because they might just, like them slightly more. But your kid has all the talent. He has this, he has that going for him, everything. Light kid, honest, coachable, but yeah, the others, what do you do with the others? Because someone's always gatekeeping. There's no metrics for how someone else is feeling and how they want to pick. And that's the craziest part. You look at football in, say, the UK, how much percentage of kids actually make it and what happens to the rest of them. They all work, they all put in the graft, they all get up early in the morning, they all train, they all, the amount of money that, parents invest in a particular sport. And at the end of it, there's nothing guaranteed because someone that's, gatekeeping will be like, nope, I would prefer that person over you. And even at a time, it's only a handful of people that can get in there. And you have to hope if you're one of that 5,000 or you're one of that 50,000, if you're one of that 500,000, and it's always going to be down to someone choosing you.
What I mean? And because of that, I don't know what that emotion or that feeling is the scary thing. Because I went to all the programs. I've done Broadway. I've done off-Broadway. I've been in the business 24 years. I've been in 2 Academy Award films. I've done independent films. I've done major motion pictures. Now I'm Captain America. So now what?
And yeah, like I said, man, it's if someone decides to pick you, they pick you. If they don't, they don't. So I agree with that, man. We have to stop lying to them. And I say stop lying to them because I feel like it's strong, but I feel like we have to prepare them. I think I'll use that word instead. Just prepare them. Just be honest, open and honest. Look, listen, even after all that, it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed the spot. You have to, and that's such a thing to kind of just thinking about it. If you take a minute and just think about it, even if I put in everything in this, it doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to get this. And that's sometimes tough. You have to be mentally strong, not only just physically. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to know what your guys' take is. But I agree, man. We just have to be honest with our kids and let them know, man. Let them know from early. Listen, it's going to be tough, but listen, put the work in, and we'll try our best to get there. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world because we can still go again and see if someone else will give us the opportunity. But guys, as always, man, smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.